everybody, Julia Sansevere with the Martin County Difference. Thanks for joining me on Facebook Live. And I want to welcome everybody. This week we have a great show. I've got Dogs and Cats Forever. And I just want to give a quick update on the real estate right here. I'm with Coldwell Banker, you may or may not know. But we're doing really well in Martin County. It's still a good seller's market. And how you can reach me is through my webpage, which is juliasansevere.com, or you can go on Facebook, and I'm there. I'm everywhere. But you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram. I'm Coldwell Banker right here in town. My cell phone number is 772-919-1385. And when you're working with an agent, you know, it's really important that you get along with them, you trust them, that there's somebody you think knows the market and has the expertise and who works in it full time. And that's what I do. So we'll be coming on the air soon with the radio, so gather all your Facebook friends, start sharing this. It's going to be a great show. And to look at the analytics and see who shared it, who liked it the most. And you'll be in the running for a $15 certificate for Jupiter Donuts from TC Palm Home Inspections. That's Gary and Terry Mulca. Thank you very much. And so just remember, when you're buying or selling a home, it isn't scary when you use Inspector Gary. And you can reach Gary Mulca at TC Palm Home Inspections at 772-678-8133. And you can check out their website at tcpalmhomeinspections.com. And the other special is through Audi Stewart. I want to thank Devin Carlson. He is the best sponsor out there. He's sponsored me when I did do Dancing with the Martin Stars. And he is awesome because he stuck with me and he came back to sponsor this show, which I really appreciate. And now they're having this Father's Day special in the month of June. If you go there and you tell them, well, first of all, you're going to get up to $16,000 discount on a new 2017 A8L, which sounds pretty good to me, right? I got my husband over there.
Sounds good to me too.
Yeah, it sounds good to him too. So if you go there and you buy the car and you tell them you heard about this special, this great special on the Martin County Difference, you will win a says, "Hi Mom, how are you?" Absolutely. Well, thank you for watching this, and remember, share this because you're going to win some donuts out of it. And as I was saying before in the beginning, I'm in real estate here in Florida, in Stuart, Florida. If you're listening, this is going to be going to a podcast. It goes on Facebook and it goes on YouTube on its own channel, all at the same name, the Martin County Difference. And it is a radio show with a heart, just trying to spread some positivity, talking to people who are making a difference in our community to make this world a better place for all. And it started with Dancing with the Martin Stars, and we're coming up on a 1-year anniversary, which is amazing to believe that we're back up. It's July 4th coming up, so happy 4th of July soon, everybody. And I started doing my videos and sharing and going on the radio around July 6th last year. And it was a series just to promote Dancing with the Martin Stars over the summer and promote good people doing good things. And then it turned out that I had a lot of fun doing it, so I kept it going. And I still soundly and resoundly encourage you to go to mchealthystart.org and make a donation to your favorite dancer, because it's a worthy organization. They ensure that babies are born healthy in Martin County, and they have really done a good job at lowering the mortality rate, the birth mortality rate. I always have trouble trying to Jay, and a friend of hers is Carrie Burgess, who I know very well, And so I'm excited that Jay could be here. So come on, sit down and
Thanks
pull
for
up the
having me.
mic and talk in close to there.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And I went up to Dogs and Cats Forever on Monday. And it was exciting to see all of these wonderful places you have for them, outside, inside, everything. And so many dogs and so many little kitty cats. And there was a big difference I noticed. The dog section was very noisy.
Sure, always.
And I asked Donovan, who was so kind. Donovan, hi Donovan, if you're out there looking, I hope you're listening and watching. He's so knowledgeable. He's a good handler for all the dogs. And I said, Donovan, does this drive you a little crazy? And he said, you get used to it. I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't know that I could. But you've been there how long? You were
About 26 years.
Okay, that's a while. And you are the director there.
Right.
Right. And so, how did it begin?
Oh, well, Laura Linscott founded Dogs and Cats Forever. As you know, she had foster dogs until she built the shelter out on Carlton Road.
Okay.
Was her dream. And then I got involved, and I've been the director ever since.
And you have staff there.
Yes,
right.
we have staff.
And it's completely 501c3.
Right.
Volunteers are there.
There are a lot of volunteers,
Yeah.
and all the officers and directors like myself and are unpaid.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
So you do this out of the love of your heart.
Right.
And you love dogs. Now, am I supposed to not ask you if you like a dog or cat better? You know, there's dog people and cat people.
I'm a dog person, but I love them all.
Okay, good. I'm a dog person, but I love them all too. And it's just I'm more allergic to cat dander, I think.
Right.
Yeah. A lot of people are.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. But oh my goodness, so the website is great, dogsandcatsforever.com, and you're on Facebook too.
Right.
And so you recently had an event, which we just missed, but now you can catch us up on how it went. You had a big adoption.
We
going
had a
on.
big adoption week, yes. We were sponsored by Pie Beauty, and they paid all the adoption fees for the animals.
Yeah, and how much is an adoption fee?
It depends with us. If we have an older dog, sometimes it's just a donation if the people check out. It depends on how much we put into the dogs, because we're not funded by the county.
Talk into the mic.
We're not funded by the county. It's all donations.
Okay, that's amazing. So the shelter is founded on the principle of just trying to find good, adoptable, and loving homes for the animals, and really to help stop the killing of over 75,000 abandoned animals in South Florida. I can't believe there are that many.
Yeah, there are, maybe even more.
But you know, we do see on the news the hoarders, the puppy mills, and things like that.
Right.
So I saw recently you just got in a bunch of little dogs from exactly that, a hoarding situation.
Hoarding, yeah.
My goodness. And so they're all in healthy condition though, right?
They are.
And
yes.
I got to see them. They're so adorable. They're so
cute.
cute.
They're still not, you know, you have to, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Get them.
Talking to the mic.
To get them to, like, you know people. They're really.
Yes, to condition them, socialize them.
Socialize them. That's what
Right,
I'm
because
looking
there
for.
was a couple there that they were very shy. They didn't want to even be bothered, you know. I'm sure the transition is, you know, they feel it.
It takes time, but
And
they're
it takes
coming
time.
around.
Right, and then there's some dogs that, oh my goodness, I saw Sasha out in the yard, the German Shepherd. Oh, she's beautiful.
She is.
And I've got the names here. I love the names. You've got Sasha's the female. She is only 1 year old, and she's still like a big puppy.
Yes.
Yeah, and she was catching the frisbee and running around. And I love that you have these descriptions on the website so people know what they're getting. Not only the breed, but the personality.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. We know their personalities, most of the staff. And
Yeah, because it's, you know, you want to know if it should be a single pet home,
right.
or if they get along with other cats and dogs, that kind of thing. So even cats. returned because her owner went into assisted living in a nursing home. So she's a happy, fun-loving, I love it, middle-aged girl, and can't wait to be a house cat once again. I'm a fun-loving middle-aged girl. Hey, honey, you want to take me home?
Any fur balls?
I don't eat much, little nibbles here and there. I don't cough up fur balls. No, I'm good. So this Free the Shelters was your event that you had. No fee adoption event. It was June 22nd to 24th. And Kathy Kangas, right? She's the founder and CEO of the Pride. Is it Pray or Pride? P-R-A-I.
P-R-A-I, Pride.
Pride Beauty, yeah.
Beauty.
So she was the sponsor of the event. That is so nice. And you're located in Fort Pierce. Let's get the address out to everybody. You are at 4600 Selvets Road, right?
Right.
And that's in Fort Pierce. And it's way up there,
Up there.
but not too far. I mean, you know, I took 95 and it was really easy. And that's the thing, is you've got good directions on your website. I mean, look, I printed them up because if you're coming, whichever way you're coming, you're going to get there easy enough. Because you can get off at, let's see, from US 1, you can go up that way to Midway Road. And Selvets is the third stoplight. You would, you know, turn over there. And then from Bayshore, if you're out in Port St. Lucie, from Bayshore Boulevard, you just go right up, because Selvets is a half miles north of Prima Vista.
Right.
Turn on Selvets. But the Interstate 95 was very easy. That's exit 126 to Midway Road. And then just drive east, and Selvets is the third light. And it was like you described. You said the post office, the sheriff's office, and there it is. So that was great. And so volunteering at the shelter, you have a lot of volunteers, you said,
We
right?
do. We'd like a lot more.
Yeah, so listen up, folks. If you love pets and you can't take one home, but you'd like to come and hold one or bathe one, right?
Right, right.
Or
Walk
take them out and
one,
walk
yeah.
one. Yeah, you have these great yards and you have great trails.
Like to walk on, yes.
The woods. How much property is there?
8.8 acres.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. And is it all owned scot-free by the
All
shelter?
scot-free, yes, by the shelter.
Wow, how did they come into that?
Generosity of some
Okay.
donors.
Because there's a pond?
Everything was donated.
Oh, my
People
goodness.
pass away, they leave us in their will. and
Oh.
We spend the money on the animals and the shelter. We're ready to put 4,500 more square feet of 2
Really?
buildings, and then we're also
yeah.
going to build, they call them little houses, not dog houses, but where people could go into, 11 of them for certain animals to go into.
That's fantastic. Yeah, Donovan showed me there's this one shed out there, a shack, you know, an individual building, let's call it that.
Yeah.
And it's the cat ward, or the leukemia ward.
Yes.
Poor little cat leukemia. And it made me so sad. So, of course, that's contagious, and they're in quarantine.
They're happy in there, though. They
Yeah,
try, but,
yeah.
you know, they can't. Most places they are put down because they can't be adopted out, but we have
But
that.
they get to live. You absolutely have the no-kill policy.
Yes,
And so,
100%.
and you have about 90 dogs.
About 90.
And 150 cats
Yes.
on site. That's all you can do, though. So that's how you manage to have the no-kill policy, is you have a limit. You don't just get overrun.
Yes, we have a limit,
Right.
but once we put up the other buildings, we're putting up our own clinic. We have the plans already, just to,
And it's going to be on the same site up
everything
there?
on the same site.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now, the recent event was very successful. I heard you adopted out 9 dogs. Is that right?
No, more.
More?
Yeah.
Oh,
we're trying to
Donovan
figure it out.
didn't give me the right number.
9 and the cats.
Oh, well, and
Thought I had
cats.
14. Yeah,
So
maybe
total
about-
adoptions, you had more than 9, but
yeah,
I think
about
9
20,
dogs.
About 22. I think there were more
That's
than 9
awesome.
dogs. And it's continuing till the weekend.
Oh, my goodness, that's great. So you are continuing it?
Yes,
Okay,
they
'cause-
want to continue it, so
Oh,
we are.
good. So listen up, everybody out there. Go on up. They're open during the day, Tuesday through Friday, 12 noon to 5 p.m., right?
Right,
Saturdays, 12 noon to 4 p.m., but you're closed Sunday and Monday.
Right.
Right. So they were nice. They let me in because you told them.
Right.
Let her
We
in.
did.
So Debbie was nice. I rang the bell, and they're like, oh, you're the radio lady. I'm like, yes, that's me. So it was exciting to see that, and it's a very nice, clean facility. That was very impressive, you know. And yeah, it was very nice. And the dogs are happy. I mean, they're so cute. And sometimes they're in by themselves in their pens,
Right.
and it's a locked door, so you know. And then they can go out the back.
they can go out the back and plays with them and
Oh,
take it out.
yeah, I saw. Well, that Sasha was playing with the frisbee.
Yeah.
And she was doing a really good job, and I of course I missed it. I did a video, and every time I did it after she caught it, she didn't catch it, but that's okay. And, oh good, so we've got a lot of people joining us. Kyle says, Jay has a heart of gold, and she says she misses working with you. She's sending miracles. So hello out there, Christina. Doing a good thing you are for families who lose their babies in stillbirth. Yeah. So this is a wonderful community, and that's what this is all about. So if you're just tuning in, we're in Stuart, Florida, the Martin County Difference. I've got Jay Apicella here. She's with Dogs and Cats Forever. And it's been around since 1988, right?
Yes, I think all started. Yes, 1988.
Yeah. And it's located in Fort Pierce, 4600 Selvets Road, and you can go up there any day except Sunday and Monday and adopt a pet. But they will check you out. You've got to fill out an application. Tell us about that process.
Yes, they'll fill out the application, and then we will check them out. We will check with their previous vets, and we do home checks.
Right. Donovan said he goes in the home, and he can tell right away if it's a loving home. Right. And he can sense the person, because you really do need to match up the person with the animal.
With the animal, you have to. And you know, it's you want them to stay in the home, so that's why you have to make sure you try. You know.
Right, and a couple of times they come back, but I'd say most of the time you have a pretty good success rate.
We do, yes.
That's good, that's good. And so no animal, I like this too, your declaration will ever be sold for research, entertainment, or exploitation. Hallelujah. And you are really striving to end animal abuse and neglect.
Yes, we are.
It's unconscionable to me because they're completely defenseless, and if we don't speak up for them, they don't have anything but a little woof woof and a meow that they can object to things, and nobody. So I'm glad you're sticking up for animal rights. And do you work with other entities around town, other animal?
We do. We have, well, as Dawn, I knew Dawn years ago. I didn't even know she went to Portland, Oregon.
Oh my gosh.
I worked with her down in Miami maybe 20 years ago, helping some dogs before they were being euthanized down in Miami to take them up there.
Oh,
they would call me.
Oh, great.
They call me from all over. In fact, I worked with Chesed Rescue in Boca and Get a Life Pet Rescue in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
They'll all call, and you know, and I just received a call today from the Coral Springs Humane Unit. When they don't want to put a dog in a shelter, and they see if we have a little room to take them in. We try to help, you know, locally mostly, but we do try to help when we can.
Well, you know, every little bit helps.
Right.
The other event you have coming up, tell us about that, Corks and
That's
Collars.
Corks and Collars at Floretta's Restaurant. It's a great event. We have once a year. So.
And tell us about that. It's going to be Saturday and
Sunday. It's just going to be Saturday night, I think.
Oh, now it's just Saturday night. Okay, July 1st. And it's an annual event, and it's just dinner, right?
It's dinner.
And the tickets are $125.
Yes.
Right? Available on the website.
Right.
And the website is dogsandcatsforever.com. And you have the Facebook page too, which is wonderful. And you get lots of videos up there and things like that. And I posted a video and I showed it to you before the show. It's hilarious.
That's a great.
Right?
People should look into it.
And I shared it on my page. It's dogs who don't quite get stairs. They don't understand, and they're flopping up and down the stairs and hopping up and down them, but they're not walking up and down them. Very funny. Well, where are you from originally? Let's talk about Jay.
Hoboken, New Jersey. I was born
thought
where
so.
Frank Sinatra was born.
All right, Hoboken. Well, we lived in New York City, my husband and I. And so I went to Hoboken once and was impressed with the view of the city. I loved it. And, oh yeah, I've been playing Tap, tap. Yeah, right. The microphone picks up everything. So anyway, but I didn't ever live there, but I do love the view you could see of the city. So did you grow up there? You were born
Yes,
there?
I grew up there. I was born there. Then my married life, we lived in Fort Lee, New Jersey.
Ah, well, those are great communities. And we're going to be going up to New Jersey to see my stepdaughter pretty soon. And it's Parsippany. So
Oh,
New Jersey's
that is,
beautiful
yeah.
in the summer. And so when we go, we're always impressed of how much cooler it is than here. And I was out
Much
showing
cooler.
property this morning, and I was just about to die because between 10 and 12, it was a searing heat out there. Oh my goodness. Oh, look. Oh, Christina, you saw that video, the one I was telling you about, the stairs. Yeah, y'all got to go check it out. It is pretty funny. And a friend of mine out in California sent it to me. So that's how Facebook works, you know. And now we've got somebody from Portland, Oregon watching. And Rena says that Corks and Collars is an amazing event. Well, let's talk about it some more. So for people who don't know where Claretta's is, it's in Palm City at 1315 Southwest Martin Highway.
Right.
And the event kicks off at 7 p.m.
Mhm.
Now, will you have an auction or anything like that
Yes,
there?
Carrie's running that.
Carrie, where are you tonight? Come on. All right, talk to us, Carrie. Talk to us on Facebook. I couldn't get her in here tonight, but we're going to get her to tell us some stuff on Facebook. So tell us more about the event on Facebook, Carrie. And she says, I'm here. Yeah, you're out there.
She's at the Audi dealer.
Huh?
She's at the Audi dealer getting a new
Oh,
car.
yeah, she's at the Audi. You're at Audi getting a new car, right? And then you're going to get some donuts and you're going to get a bonefish certificate. Don't forget, that's the
$16,000 off.
You get $16,000 off an Audi. Yeah,
That's
at
a lot
Audi
of donuts
Stewart.
for that.
Yes, we have a wonderful special with Audi Stewart, and you get a bonefish certificate from me if you buy the car, and you tell them that you heard about it on the radio show here, and that's Audi Stewart. They are on US 1 at audistewart.com, and they're also 772-214-3900. Drop by any day, Monday through Sunday. They're open every day. And Devin Carlson is the general manager, who is just so wonderful. He oversees the entirety of their dealership operations. And I say, Audi Stewart, I made this up. Watch, ready? Okay, here goes. Where exceptional luxury meets the road.
Great.
My sexy
Be
voice.
nice for Father's Day for
And
me.
it would be nice for Father's Day. But Father's Day's over, honey. I'm sorry.
I didn't get it, Audie.
It was the Father's Day special. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
I thought the special was still going on.
So, yes, and we want to thank Ristorante Claretta. Carrie's making sure that they are supporting you in this event. The food is amazing, and they are helping to put on this event. We have eaten there. It is divine. They have a great wine selection. And it's a really wonderful, fun event. And what a great restaurant. It's a family-owned restaurant. And they are just so friendly there, and their food is really great. So everybody think about that. July 1st, it's right around the corner.
They're very generous to dogs and cats to do this.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, this is Friday's the 30th. It's going to be this Saturday. Oh,
Right.
yeah. Always forget, like, what day is it? I can't believe we don't have red, white, and blue here, because we're going to have July 4th before we get back here. We'll be back here on July 5th.
Frank will decorate.
Hard to see things on the radio.
Yeah, but we have the webcam and we have Facebook Live. It's okay. We know.
Wear red, white, and blue.
We can wear red, white, and blue. I
We
know,
could have
we're-
brought our flags.
We should
I
have
got
brought our
red on.
flags. Next week. It won't
Next
be
week
too
we'll
late.
bring us only one day after.
That's
Next
right, we'll
Thursday.
bring flags. So don't forget about Audi Stewart, and also don't forget about Jupiter Donuts. If you like and share the show bunches and bunches of times, I've got analytics out there, folks. I can see you, and I can see you talking to me, so that's great. Oh, Carrie says they're almost sold out. Okay. Well, so you better get your tickets at $125. That's actually a very good deal, because you can't go in and out of that restaurant for less than $100.
It is.
It is really, and it's really, that's actually a very good deal. And I would go, except that we're going out of town this weekend. We're going to New Jersey to see Denise, and her little girl's turning 4. And they have a dog. Oh my goodness, they have a dog, a beagle, right? I think it's a beagle. My sister has a beagle. Beagles are
No,
so
it's not a
great.
beagle.
Beagles
It's,
are great.
I love
it's-
beagles.
I didn't see any
They're big.
beagles up at the shelter.
We get them, we
You get
adopt
them.
them out.
Oh,
though,
yeah,
you
they're
know.
very
They're
popular.
popular.
Yeah.
Sometimes like a sheepdog.
Yeah.
Little
What's your
fur
most
ball.
popular dog, you think?
Chihuahuas, we have more
Oh.
of them than anyone.
Yeah, and there was a really cute Chihuahua mix on the website. You gotta go to the website, folks. It's really cute. But I don't wanna forget to mention TC Palm. Don't forget Terry Molka, Gary Molka, Inspector Gary. They're having the Jupiter Donuts special. So, you wanna like and share the show. The little dogs were so cute, and they were all in one little room. And you got 25 of them.
Yeah, not in one room, though.
Not in one
There's
room, no, but you got 25 of them.
Yeah.
Right, but there's Sasha and Rex and Coco. Oh, that's the lab mix. I love labs.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's older.
And she's
Coco.
older, Coco.
She needs a home.
I told my husband, be careful, I might come home with a dog. And he said, no, we have enough going on. But then Shiloh, here's the Chihuahua mix, the Poodle and Chihuahua mix, 7 years old, a male. And Shiloh is a terrific mix as a Poodle and a Chihuahua. I mean, that's interesting right there. He's the right size and just a little doll, and consider giving him a forever home. Then you have some pairs. You have Mia and Rocky, a Jack
Okay.
Russell Terrier and a Poodle.
Yeah.
I love it.
We like to keep the pairs together if we can. You know.
A female Mia and Rocky, they're a bonded pair and they need to be adopted together. So that's really nice, and they're very affectionate. And Briggs, plus I love the names. I love these names. Where do you get the names? Do they come named already?
Some of them do, and then we have the girls name them. They
That ought to be
really
fun.
fix it.
See, now you could volunteer to go up there and be one of the people who names the dogs.
We also have a great dog. He's an Australian Shepherd Saint Bernard mix, Bubba Gump. He has
Bubba Gump.
He has to be the only dog, but he's a great dog. People should come up to see him.
Oh, yeah, you really got to see these dogs. They're really great. And they were a little agitated because it was a Monday, and even though the shelter was closed, it was because of all the activity on the weekend.
We had a vet up there doing about 22 spay and neuters.
Yes, they were quite busy when I got there, and so it was very nice of them to take time to show me around. So you have the trails out in the back. There's a swimming pool, folks. There's a swimming pool for the dogs. It's shallow, and it's all
Nice
really.
size.
It's a nice size. Yeah, it's not just your kiddie pool. It's an in-ground, shallow, big, regular 15 by 30 pool. So they must love that.
Some of them do. Some of them like to swim.
That's fun. And, Brian Moriarty, Dr. Brian Moriarty. Hi, Brian. He was here last week. He's one of the dancing stars for 2017. And he's got Loving Chiropractic. So thanks, Brian. Thanks for sharing. And Rena says, let's get Baba adopted. Okay. Or a cat. Carrie says, or a cat. And Rena is saying, thank you, Pride Paws, for covering the adoption fees on these deserving animals. Absolutely, because
That was great
if
of
that,
Kathy,
you can't object now. There's nothing holding you back, folks. You can come up there and just pick out a beautiful cat or a beautiful dog. And they're really sweet. And they are all ages, and they're all temperaments. I like the one that has just the name Jane.
Well, Jane was adopted.
She was!
She went to her home today. They
Oh,
brought-
congratulations,
Donovan
Jane.
delivered her.
She's a 1-year-old female pit mix, and she came in as a stray, and she was friendly but shy. And I love it that you have one of these dogs. It's like she was a runaway, and she says, but I promise I won't run away if you take me home with you.
She went to her home with 2 young children.
Oh.
And a previous adopter, so she.
Oh, good. And then do you have foster families? I saw somewhere on the website you have somebody
Yes,
who's a
we
foster
do.
family.
We have, some of the older dogs go out, and we
Uh-huh.
thought we could get them go out to foster, which we pick up of the bills for their medical.
Oh,
and-
really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's very good. And then eventually, how is it, why do they have to be fostered, or is that?
Well, the older ones, people tend not to adopt older dogs. Some people do.
Okay.
So when we get someone nice to come in that we know will take care of them,
Yeah.
we let them go to a home.
Oh.
And,
that's
as
good.
long as they know that we're paying for the medical,
Yeah.
people who can't afford a dog,
Well, what if they get attached and they don't want to let the dog go?
it doesn't go. The older ones stay with them.
Oh, okay, so
Few
fostering.
people came and adopted some of the older ones that they took home to
Oh,
foster.
okay, so
but-
there's fostering and there's adoption.
Right.
And so fostering is not permanent, but it can be.
Fostering with a younger dog is not permanent, but
Okay.
the older dogs,
Right.
it does become a permanent situation.
Okay.
And it's good for the dog. It's
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
in a house. And
Right, right.
it's good for the people who can't afford to pay for one or take care of it.
Yeah.
Because medically, they're expensive. When you have a no-kill shelter,
Yeah.
our expenses are high.
I would think so. Oh, and look, Linda Zeller says, I've adopted 2 great dogs from them. Thank you, Linda. Absolutely. And
Come for a third.
come for that, right? Jay's like, come on down. Well, I like this one. Scooby-Doo is a shepherd mix, 7 years old, a male.
He was a
dog.
returnee.
He was a returnee, but he's really a character, full of energy and love.
They
With a name
moved,
like that.
Yeah, they moved and
They
they couldn't
moved.
take him.
That's awful.
Mhm.
Oh, Well, the other thing that is a killer to me, I have a lot of people who are 55 and older in my customer base because we're Florida, number one, and we're the land of retirees. So in looking for a condo for these people, and they have a cat or a dog, I'm like, I'm sorry, you're out of luck. There are so many condominiums in Florida that do not allow pets.
I know.
And it's outrageous. I mean, if there's one thing I'd like to change for people for the real estate industry, it would be that. Because an older person, this is their only companion usually.
It should be changed. It's sad, especially a cat. I mean, you know.
Well, typically the cat gets by sometimes. You know, like I'm not going to name any places, but there is a place out there that they will allow one cat in one section of the community. It's a golf community. And you know where you are.
You can always sneak a cat in.
You can sneak a cat in there as long as it doesn't meow at night.
Yeah, you think so, but sometimes the neighbor will see the cat in the window, and then there's trouble.
Yes, this is true. This is so true. And the dogs, you can't hide them because they have to be walked, you know. The funniest thing happened was that one time I sold, in my neighborhood, you can have in their houses and condos, and you can have as many dogs as you want, you know, in a house. But the condos have a one pet rule. So I had a neighbor of mine was moving from the house where she had her 2 little dogs to the condo. And we didn't even think about it because she was already in there. So everybody was like, hey. And so I was like, but they looked a lot alike. I'm like, just walk them one at a time, you know?
They know that's true.
It's like, we forgot. Oh yeah, you're not supposed to have 2. But, you know, and then they weren't there forever and ever. They ended up moving back up north. But it is outrageous. I'm just so sorry that happens for people in that age bracket because, you know, it's something that really would keep them living longer, I think. Don't you find there's research out there
Yes,
that shows
definitely.
they're happier, they live
They're
longer,
happier.
they're healthier because they're out walking the dog or tending, you know, got to go to the grocery store to get the cat food.
And there's
Yeah.
someone you come home at night, there's someone to greet you, a cat or a dog.
Absolutely.
I personally lost my husband and lost my dog right after,
Oh,
but she
my
was
goodness.
16, and I wasn't going to take another one home. I was going to take different dogs from the shelter. So I took one home for 3 nights to, you know, foster care. P.S. He's in my house and I love him. He's not going back to the shelter.
Aww.
And he greets me now when I go home.
That's so sweet. Well, he should, you know. We had a dog when we were little, and we had a cat, and we just got so busy we couldn't do it again. And I always wanted to be exotic with the names. I don't know why. We just, you know, we were little kids. Like we thought and thought and thought so hard. We lived in Texas, so we thought and thought and thought for this. It was a mixed poodle, mixed collie and poodle. Imagine that, and a little gray thing. Loved that dog so much, but we gave it the weirdest name. We thought up Sperina, because that's Sperina. We thought that was a beautiful, you know, like magical name, and we ended up calling her Spare. Like, what a horrible name for a dog, like a spare thought. I look back now, like, that wasn't too swift. But she was much loved by our family, and we had a good time with her. And she was really a sweetheart. And unfortunately, she got run over by a car.
Oh, that's
You know,
sad.
oh, it's
yeah.
horrible. Yeah, and there's nothing you can do about that. I mean, that was that. And then we had a cat, Mariah. Mariah was an attack cat, and that was an exotic name for her too. And she would just bite your ankles every time you walked into the room. So she, you know, she ended up going to a shelter, yeah, because we didn't know what to do with her. Oh my gosh. But we've got lots of people on tonight. Carrie, thank you for joining us. Alexis Camello, Nikki Hunt, Christina Stamper, Linda Zeller, Rena, thanks Rena Esposito, Terry Mulca. Hey, Diane Kag Schroeder, my friend from Houston who remembers Spare. We were friends back in 6th grade when I had that dog. And hi, Diane. And Dawn Files and Maria Apicella. Hey.
Oh, that's my daughter. Hi,
There
Maria.
you go. Hi,
She's
Maria.
in Seattle.
Oh my gosh, this is great, reaching across the nation tonight. And Mary Clegg, my mom, and Beth Ann Algie, a sweet friend of mine here in Stewart, who's a nurse. And we're having a great time tonight with Dogs and Cats Forever, and you can go to their website, dogsandcatsforever.com, and they're a no-kill shelter, and they're up in Fort Pierce on
Right.
4600 Selvets Road.
Right.
And having a big event coming up this Saturday night.
At Corks and College, yes.
Corks and Collards, it's an annual event, and you raise a lot of money there?
Yes, we do. We
That's
do.
good, and that helps fill, because it's all donations, right?
It's all donations. Everything we receive is donations.
That's great. And do you know of what any of the raffle prizes are?
No, I know one, I think, a bottle
Okay.
of the Johnny Walker Black.
Okay, that's all you need, right there. That sounds good.
It's supposed to be expensive bottle, I don't know.
That sounds good. And then the other thing is, the tickets, along with the tickets, they're $125. You can get them online, and it starts at 7, right?
Right.
Okay, and all the proceeds coming back to Dogs and Cats Forever.
Yes.
right? That's
Everything-
amazing.
Everything goes in. As I said previously, the only people paid are the shelter help. Everybody else is unpaid.
Wow.
And
And,
We're paid, how's our sponsors doing?
yeah, how about the sponsors? Do you have
Your
sponsors?
sponsors.
My sponsors, well, I have great sponsors. I've got Audi Stewart, and we're having that contest. You know, go buy an Audi and tell them you heard about it here, and I will get you a $25 certificate to Bonefish. And it's a Father's Day special. They're giving up to $16,000 discount on a new 2017 A8L. I think I might test drive one. Now through the end of June. And you tell them you heard about it on the Martin County Difference, and I will get you that gift card, because Devin Carlson and I are like this.
I wanna go on that test ride.
Okay, we'll go on the test ride. And you know what? Maybe I'll get you a Jupiter donut for being such a good technical director. This
Carrie
is-
knows the sponsors of Clarkson College. She has. Carrie's been doing it.
And Carrie knows. Well, Carrie, send us a note about some of the sponsors so we can give a shout out to them. And the other sponsor is Terry and Gary Mulca of TC Palm Home Inspections of my show.
Oh, yes.
Yes, there, and
Okay,
Terry
Terry.
volunteers.
Yes,
with-
Carrie's a great volunteer.
Yeah, and she's the reason that you're here tonight.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I asked Carrie Burgess a long time ago about this, but then Terry reminded me and said, you should have Dogs and Cats Forever. So, I'm like, okay. And TC Palm Home Inspections is family owned and operated, and they are really good at home inspections and wind mitigation, 4-point inspections for older homes. And Gary is reachable at 772-678-8133, and they're at tcpalmhomeinspections.com. And they're offering a certificate of $15 worth of Jupiter donuts.
Oh.
Sugar. Yes, we love our Jupiter donuts.
You should get your house inspected if you're gonna sell it ahead of time, so you know.
Thank you. That's right. And I encourage people, I've done that a couple of times, and it really worked out that they got full price because they figured everything was done in the house.
Mhm.
So my most recent sale was amazing because it was an older home. I said, you probably are gonna have a couple of things that you're gonna need to fix, so let's fix them now. So Gary came over and did a pre-listing home inspection.
Oh, that's
They took
nice.
care of everything. They left the report on the counter. The buyer saw it, said, oh, it's all done. Great, I'll buy it.
That's great.
Yeah, isn't that smart? So, you know, it's trying to be preemptive thinking about all this. And, well, let's talk about some of your kitty cats, because I do love cats. I just can't touch my eyes after I touch them. So you've got Princess Katie, the prima donna, and Joshua. He's a handsome boy. And he's just a year old, right?
Andrea is more into the cats. She knows most of it. She
Oh, okay.
does all that writing
All right.
on there too.
And Sunday, I like that, but written like an ice cream sundae. That's so sweet. She's a mama cat. And and she's raised a few abandoned babies. That's what's so sweet. So you have that nurturing going on
Right,
there
right.
with the animals. If they're little kittens come.
The cats are great there, and
They
we
are.
have some. Andrea takes care of them really.
Oh, that's
Well,
good.
as you know, they're free roaming in their rooms. so
Yes,
that's good.
yeah, and they get to like climb the little kitty things and do all that. And let's see, and then there's Milkshake. I like Milkshake. That's the one. She's so sweet. She's a mama cat too, and she had a baby of her own, but then she's been there ever since helping the other babies, right? And she gets along with all the kids. Yeah, I love all these
Some
cats.
of them have been there for years, you know.
Well, that happens. There was one little Sunny Boy, the dog, who's been there for a long time. He's a scruffy looking little thing. And he's so sweet. But Donovan said he's just very, you know, particular about who he's right in the front when you go in. He's on the side, just past the front desk, in his own room. He's a little bitty white, kind of scruffy
Oh,
looking
he's
dog.
white, that's,
Yeah.
yes.
Isn't that Sunny
yeah.
Boy?
No.
No.
it's- Oh,
Oh, close, but no cigar.
not Sunny Boy.
So Tuesday is an 11-year-old little cat. She's older, and her owner went to a nursing home. Here you go. This is
Yeah,
the
they
sad
go
thing.
in- That's
Yeah.
the thing, they go into nursing homes and they call, if we can take them, we take them.
Yeah.
But we also take back our animals, no matter, if it's 15 years old and the
Oh,
owner
that's
dies, that's our guarantee. You adopt from us, they come back to us.
Good.
We
good.
don't care how old they are.
And Trudy is an 8-month-old kitten. I saw her on the website. She is so sweet. And she recently lost her home through no fault of her own. It's really hard. A young lady was just needing to get where she needed to go and couldn't take the kitten with her, so, and she's very playful and affectionate, and who doesn't love a kitten? Yeah, kittens are sweet.
And getting back to the dogs, we
Yes.
just took 2 dogs in. The poor young girl was pregnant and she had to go back to New Zealand.
Uh-oh.
And it cost her $5,000 for each dog if she could take them back, so there
Oh, my
was no
God.
way she could take them back.
Oh, yeah, no.
And she had them since they were puppies. So she kept on coming to us and all, so we took them in. And they're 2 great dogs. If someone's looking for 2 nice dogs to adopt, they should come in and see them.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and
Good. And getting back to the auction and the event this weekend, thanks Carrie. She says there's auction items, plenty of baskets, a Yeti cooler, a diamond necklace. Whoa, sorry, can I bid from afar? Diamond necklace.
Sorry, we're not gonna be here.
I know, I'm sorry not to be there. And Debbie Barton is watching. And Dawn File says, can people register their pets as emotional support animals to be allowed to rent or buy in dwellings with a no pet policy? Yes. You can actually do that. You have to get a doctor's certified from a doctor, a note, and that is doable. They can't fight you on that. That's true. So that's a good, thank you very much, Dawn, for bringing that up. And Rena loves TC Home Inspections. Yes, absolutely. TC Palm is great. But, and I love these names of the cats. Sansa, beautiful brown tabby girl. She was rescued in Miami.
yes.
So they come, and that's the thing, they don't just come from around here, they can
No.
come from far away. And then Dinah, she's a beautiful tabby girl who arrived at the shelter after raising 5 lovely kittens. She's young and playful. She would be happy and and she would be semi-active, so these are adult, for an adult home. So that's nice, you designate good for kids, better in an adult home. Yeah,
Yes.
so that's really smart. And Patches is also sweet cat. And declawed. But not all of them are declawed, right?
No, we take them in. We really do not like to adopt out to someone that's going to declaw a cat. That's
Right.
Andrea's policy too.
Right, and
She's very-
Donovan said, no docking of the tail, no
right.
cropping of the ears.
Right.
If you're you do not do that, do
No,
not tamper
no.
with the animal, right, yeah, that's really a good policy. And did Andrea start dogs and cats?
No,
No.
no, Andrea came in about 10, maybe about 8, 9
Okay.
years ago. She's a real cat person, Andrea.
Ah, okay.
She'll go 100 miles to save a cat.
And then there's Patches, and that's the declawed one. Sugar and Spice, here's where you get into the doubles, the 2 cats. They're so sweet. They're 2-year-old tortoiseshell, beautiful sisters from the same litter, Calico sisters. And they would love a good home, and they're friendly with cats and dogs, other cats and dogs, so they get along really well. They're very socialized. But a calm adult home. I love that. So that would be my house, right? We're a calm
Right.
adult home. Yeah, he's looking at me, no. Toby and Xander. They're a pair of middle-aged Maine Coon mixed brothers. They are handsome.
Good looking.
Good-looking boys, yeah.
Maine
And they
cats are
did-
good cats.
The Maine Coons are very good cats, aren't they? You like them?
I have one.
You had one. There you go. My husband's off camera, off mic, talking.
When you come back, let him come up.
I know. You won't be able to resist. So these prefer a really quiet home. We have friends over in Young Country Club who have the Maine Coons.
Yeah, they got real big
huge.
ones.
Yeah. They're
They're
like
like little-
wingspan.
They're like little lions.
They're like little lions. They're something. And I love it. You've got them on weight control food to keep them from becoming overweight. That's so sweet. Blue and Stephanie. That's another pair, a boy and girl. Right. And they're a senior pair.
Right.
Yeah, so they've been around a while. And solid black is which is interesting. Blue is solid black. And he's 10 years old. And Stephanie is a gorgeous 8-year-old tortoiseshell calico with white. And they do need to find a home together. They've been together all their lives. Oh.
Yeah, we don't like to separate them.
Yeah. And then they're very friendly, and I love it. Blue is quite the talker. So if you're lonely, your cat will talk to you. And you get Whitney Houston, she'll sing to you.
Sing to you.
Yeah. And Monet, I love that because I love Monet, the artist. And been at the shelter for 9 years. And although she was at one time quite shy, she's become more social, and she would enjoy a quiet adult home with lots of TLC. And she gets along with other cats. And she could spend her golden years in her first real home with a loving family. Would be really nice out there, folks. So got some wonderful, beautiful animals. I was impressed, and they're in good care, good condition. They're being, if they've been abused at all or abandoned or neglected in any way, they're getting the best care they could ever hope for.
We try, we really do.
Yeah, it's really great.
They deserve it.
They deserve it, absolutely. They're sweet. They didn't, ask to be here, so we might as well take care of them here. And you got some other ones. I love it. Popcorn. That's my favorite food, so that might work for me. Popcorn is a cute
I
name.
bought you 2 boxes today, you're on sale.
Oh, good.
You can go home and have some popcorn.
Go home and have some. It's making me hungry. And Buckaroo, and Homer, Penny, Gypsy, Gigi and Kiki, another couple, another pair, and Thalia, and Brickle, and Lola, and Alice, and Raffy. That's a shout out to all those kitty cats. We got a home coming for you soon. I hope so. And everybody just chime up. So remember, you can get on up there any day except Sunday and Monday. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 12 noon to 5 p.m. That's Dogs and Cats Forever. And they're on the web. You could definitely go out and check out, and you can donate, right? People can donate right on the website.
Yes.
You're always looking for donations.
Through PayPal, yes.
Through PayPal, right. And you can get these tickets to this wonderful event coming up. And the adoption event, where the fee has been paid for, that's running through this weekend.
Right.
That's great. That's running an extra week. And it's called Free the Shelters campaign, which
It's
is
a
nice.
great campaign.
Yes, it is. And Corks and Collars is this weekend on Saturday night, and that'll be $125 for tickets starting at 7 p.m. at Claretta's in Palm City. And remember, if you've got a pet, that's the trick we learned tonight. Just register it as emotional support. So you do need to fill out an application. We're going to repeat for the folks. When they come up there, you fill out an application, and you will have an interview in your home.
Yes.
Somebody will come and check out everything going on. And you're not allowed to alter the animal in any way.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
They do go out, do spayed and neutered, and all their shots, and
Oh, good, good. And if you can't keep the animal for whatever reason, don't dump the animal. Bring it back.
yes. They sign a contract that they will bring it back.
Okay, good. All right, good. So they have all kinds of dogs, big ones, little ones. They're all fairly tame, as I saw.
Yes, yes.
A couple of them barked at me, but that's because they didn't know me. That's what Donovan said. He says I was new and exciting for them.
Right.
Like,
Right.
let's see if I can get my husband to bark like that. New and exciting. So this has been a great pleasure to get to talk to you, Jay, and thanks for everybody
And
out there.
Thank you for doing what you did for us. It
Absolutely.
really is
Oh, and
great.
Josh Calhoun is out there, and Aubrey Campbell, my sweet Aubrey Campbell, and Ricky Coble. This whole show started, as I was telling Jay out in the hall, the promo is the Dancing Realtor. Well, I danced in Dancing with the Martin Stars last year and raised over $38,000.
Oh, that's
yeah.
wonderful.
So, yeah, and that was for babies. Think what I could do for cats and dogs.
Come on, come on, boy.
Come on and start dancing. But that's coming up again in September, and I'm just keeping the radio show going. And I'm going to have some of the other dancers come on the show. I've had Dr. Brian Moriarty and Rosie Shepard. They're great friends in the community, and I'm going to get a couple more people on. But look on Facebook at Julia Sansevere, Dancing with the Martin Stars, and you can see my Latin hustle. And we'll be back again next week. We've got just a minute left. You can also look on Facebook at Julia Sansevere, Florida Waterfront Specialist. They've got great articles on there. Summer's coming up, folks. If you're going on vacation, you want to be careful and leave your house in burglar-proof shape, and do things that will not tend to let people think that you're away for too long. So we want everybody to be safe out there, have a great summer, and we're kicking off with 4th of July weekend coming up, the Monday they're celebrating. So my name is Julia Sansevere. I'm with Coldwell Banker Residential Real Estate. I want to thank Jay Apicella of Dogs and Cats Forever for being my guest tonight. And tune in next week again at 7 p.m. for the Martin County Difference.
We're clear.
Good show.
Terrific.
You're doing great, thank you.
Thanks, I forgot to tell you to put your headset on the whole
nobody told
time.
me to do it.
I know, isn't that funny? Well, we
What
don't have a
Cliff, were
big
you
production
at
staff. Thanks, everybody.
WPSL?
This will be on YouTube later
That's
tonight.
where I met you years ago.
Yeah, and
A long time ago.
did you have a couple of Great Danes?
Yes,
Thelma and Louise?
yes.